Howdy folks, Spencer here with the latest batch of news for STO on PC and console. As always, chapters to each topic are listed below. First up, there will be a 10 forward stream next Tuesday, October 21st with 2 major reveals and most likely some more giveaways for those active in the Twitch chat during the stream. My guess is one of the reveals will be the Omega Constitution that I covered a few weeks ago, and the other will likely be the reward for the Halloween event, which should be starting up sometime soon. As for the Legendary Bundle, given the release of this Muds Bundle on PC yesterday, I'm guessing that bundle is going to drop in November. We might get a tease on that stream, but mid-November is looking more and more likely. Next up, a bug was recently discovered and reported to the STO Discord by Darth Binks. With this bug, duty officers used for crafting assignments would bug out and become locked, preventing use on your active roster, other DOF assignments or crafting assignments, and it even prevented their transfer or deletion. Jeremy and the team are looking into it, but for right now, Jeremy shared a temporary fix that you can use each time you run into this issue. Simply type /fixassignmentitems, all one word, into your chat, and that should clear it up. Repeat as needed. The team is still looking into a permanent solution, but for right now, that command is resolving the issue for folks impacted. And I do want to give a huge thanks to Jeremy for hopping on this one quickly, and for any of you that are not yet in the STO Discord, I highly recommend you hop in over there. That's the best place you can possibly report bugs. There's also a lot of devs that are interacting in the various channels, so if you've got things you want to talk about with other STO players or issues you want to report, feedback you want to provide, that is the place to do it. I'll have a link to it in the description and pinned comment down below. And on the topic of increased dev communication, there are 3 new blogs up going over the behind the scenes for the Shattered Peace TFO and the Best Laid Plans story episode. Links are below for those interested. And heading over to the sales and events on PC, we have a bonus mark weekend starting up on the 17th that'll be running through the 21st. Over on console, there's a 20% lobby sale that started up on the 15th and is running until the 21st as well, so if you have anything you want to get from the lobby store, make sure to take advantage. And on PC, we're likely to see a key and lobby sale pop up in the next week or two, depending on when the Omega drops. Again, with that 10 forward happening next week, I would not be surprised if the Omega also drops into the Infinity Lockbox next week. And with the PC patch today, the Muds Master of Science bundle is now live on PC, so I'm going to go ahead and pick that up here myself. There's the box in the inventory, and thankfully this one does not have a discard button. I've seen some prior Muds bundles where they had a button there where you could accidentally get rid of what you just purchased. So I am again going to go for the Crossfield Science Spirit refit, the Krenim Anorax, and then for the final option, I'm going to go with a 50 pack of Master Keys. So here we go. And you can see the keys here. That's the first time I've actually selected the keys from one of these bundles. Crossfield refit and Anorax, the boxes are there, and on my alt characters I can go in and pick those up via the ships tab of the Muds Market. So if I scroll down here, you can see the Anorax and the Crossfield refit is just up a little on the page there. But let's rip open these keys. So the keys are bound, but whatever I get from the keys, I would be able to go in and sell on the market like normal. So I'm just going to stick to Infinity this time around. Do I get lucky with a ship box? A T5 ship, which is not what I want. Nope, no luck this time around. Still, a couple trait boxes, a couple weapon packs, which are worth a bit more right now, thanks to the radiolytics being in there, but yeah, for a lot of you, I could understand why, some would just go for the lobby ship, just because it's just getting another ship unlocked account wide. The 50 master keys, you're not guaranteed to get anything out of those. In my case, I did get 310 lobby, so I got more than the 300 lobby option. Plus the 50 lockboxes worth of items. And yeah, that is the experience of buying one of these bundles and choosing the 50 key pack. Okay, and for this portion of the video, I'm going to be taking a look at the brand new Voyager-A model that Fanhome just released. This is an XL-sized model. Now, I did open this upon it arriving just to make sure everything was in one piece, and the first take I did of this, trying to record it, there was an audio issue, so as you can see, the tape is off the box here, and you can see that just sitting in there at the bottom of the Fanhome box. So, with the XL size models, if you've ever seen any of the Eagle Moss ones, this is going to be a comparable size in the 10 to 12 inch range. So let me get this opened up. And right off the bat, you can see the magazine. So let's take a look at that here. With these magazines, they're going to give you a history of the ship, show you some of the concept work and all that. I'm sorry if the lighting here is not perfect. Hopefully that is visible enough for you though. So it's just some basic info about the ship here. The second page gives you some more background of the ship. Then we got some nice ship shots there from a few different angles. And as you get further in, you can see some of the concept work that they did, some of the scaling against some other ships from the Star Trek franchise. In this case, there's a Gorn ship. And here you can see just how much of a size increase the Voyager-A is compared to the original Voyager. And if you play STO, you'll know that this is much larger than the original Voyager. And the ship also has some design inspirations from the Sovereign class. In fact, in STO, if you have the Lamarr, you can kit bash this to make it look like a normal Sovereign. So, as always, really good detail in the books here. Hopefully, with the lighting situation I have going on, you're able to fully read that. Unfortunately, one of my Elgato lights happened to have just decided to stop working, so the lighting situation's a bit worse off today. Now, diving into the box here. This is packaged the exact same way the Eagle Moss models were. You've got the exact same stands. Like, these things are made like in the same factory over in China as the Eagle Moss models were made. So you've got your stand. There is no registry number or anything like that on the bottom of these stands with Fanhome. This is the piece that would go into the base here, and then you just position this against the back of the saucer there to hold the ship in place. And for the ship itself here, I don't know if you caught that, but that left nacelle looks like it's a little loose there, so be careful when handling this ship. If you ever get one of these models and like a nacelle falls off, you can just super glue them back together. Now let me set the box to the side here. So for the detail here, you can see the saucer is extremely detailed. The writing with the Voyager on there is rather small, but it is right there. So really good detail. You can see the transparent materials used in the nacelles. Really cool. Now, flipping this over, again, really good detail on the bottom here. Hopefully the lighting is good enough for you guys. And with the deflector, there is also some of that transparent material in there, so it looks really cool. So I guess here is your front shot. Let me try to grab that from the back here. Here's a side shot. Again, you've got some Sovereign inspiration here, some Voyager. It really is like a blend of the Sovereign and Voyager classes. So this is a pretty decently sized model. I think anyone that is a fan of Prodigy, that is, and especially a fan of the Voyager-A, you're going to be happy with this model. For me, I like the model. I've got the ship in STO. It's a ship that I flew around on a recent stream, but I just don't have room to collect all of the Fanhome models, so this one's going to be going up for auction on eBay. Link to the eBay page is down below. It'll be shipping out in the original Fanhome packaging, which you saw me take this out of earlier in the unboxing. But really good quality as always. If you're interested in the Fanhome collection, I'll have this link below. You should be able to get this on its own, potentially near the end of October, early November, if supply lasts. So you might be able to get it for around $100 when that drop happens, but in the meantime, again, you're going to see some of these popping up on eBay, including this one here. But that is all I have for you guys today. As always, thank you to all channel members and viewers for the continued support. See you all around.